Hey everyone, Sarah here, and I'm back for day 2 of our Vibrant Life 21-day refresh. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you enjoyed the Stay a While videos yesterday. Today is all about what I'm calling our hashtag Vibrant Life hacks. Today is going to be a little more in depth, but you will see that our Vibrant Life hacks are just practicals. I'm all about having some practical ways to live out our faith, live out what we're talking about, making space for God to show us what the vibrant life in His presence really means. Today, if you'll hang on with me, I'm going to do a little bit of preaching. I've said before, I could preach all day long, but it really is one of my goals that you hear from God for yourself. But I wanted to share something that has just meant so much to me, a theme that God put in my life. And I just know that it's worth the extra time on this video. So thanks for hanging in. Today, I'm going to read something to you that I'd love to maybe you close your eyes or just hang on tight. But the theme today is more than the fringes. So I'm just going to read this to you. These are some notes that I wrote. Close your eyes. Let's all take a deep breath. And I'll get started. The men and women and children mobbed around him. They got wind of this man who healed the blind, made the lame walk, fed the massive herd of people. All these people closing in on him, their need was great. News of this man spread, curiosity, wonderment of this man who created such a commotion. They quickly drew near with their need. They're sick. They drew near toward this healer. If we could even just touch the fringe of his robe, they said. And in his kindness, in his power incomprehensible, those who touched even just the fringes were made whole again. Fast forward, September 2018. She sat on her couch with coffee, her Bible study, and a complacent heart, ready to just check the box and move to her massive to-do list, because that's what good Christian girls do, right? Her need was great too. Life's uncertainty closed in on her. Her identity and life purpose threatened by insecurity. Pieces of her soul felt missing. If I could just grab the fringes of his robe, she said of Jesus as she flipped open her Bible. You see, we read in Mark 6:56, it says, even those who touched even just the fringes were made whole. As we hear about Jesus performing these amazing physical miracles, he healed the blind. He made the lame walk. He fed the masses. But we need to understand, we need to know in the depths of our heart, He's not a God of just threads, strings, leftover pieces of a garment unraveling at the hem. He's the whole garment, our full covering. He offers wholeness. Jesus offers more than the fringes. No, He offers His strong hand to pull His daughters up off the couch of complacent faith. He pulls us off of the ground near those dusty fringes of His garment and pulls us into His loving arms. And in His arms, God tells us the whole of who He is and declares you and I whole. So today, as our Vibrant Life hack, I've got a question for you. Are you just sitting at just the fringes of who God is, of your relationship with God? Are you fine with just the fringes? Or are you craving and desiring, maybe you don't even know you desire it, desire more? And just to define what these fringes are, just quickly, the fringe is where we hold Jesus, we hold our faith at arm's distance, not letting Him close enough to really dig in deep to maybe even some of our junk. But at the fringes, we're just doing all the necessary things of what we think good Christian girls should do, and then going on about our life, maybe even segmenting our faith and segmenting out Jesus to maybe our 30 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, checking the box as a good Christian girl should do. Maybe we're segmenting our life out off of here's Sunday and then here's the rest of my life without living in His wholeness. And then, of course, seeing the depths and whole of who we are in Christ. So he meets more than our physical needs. Yes, hear me say, our physical needs are great. And Jesus did amazing things in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, the New Testament in the Bible, where we see him doing these amazing healings. But he meets more than just our physical needs. He meets the very depths of our soul, the very depths of who God created us to be known, to be seen, to be loved by him. He meets the needs at the depths of our heart. And this is where we find a vibrant life in the presence of God, where we allow ourselves to be known, to be seen, and to be loved. So I ask you again, are you finding yourselves just at the fringes? And what is keeping you at the fringes? I know from personal experience and just from talking to so many friends about this topic, I'm wondering if it's a trust issue. I'm wondering if you just don't trust God's goodness. If you just don't trust that he has goodness for you, that his love is for you, that he sees you. He sees the needs of your heart, the needs of your soul, and he has goodness for you. Sometimes it's easier to grasp onto fear, to live in that fight or flight reaction, because fear seems more tangible than trusting and sitting with God in our daily struggle or whatever trial we might be going through.